So the problem with a lot of businesses is that they're run by specialists. So I believe there's three types of people that get into the business. There's a specialist, there's a manager, and there's an entrepreneur. So specialist is someone like doctor, a lawyer, real estate agent, a cook, chiropractor, somebody who knows their craft, and they go out and open up a shop and they're in the business. They work for themselves. But for them to run a successful business, what they have to realize is they quickly have to start leaving their position as a specialist and putting on a hat of a CEO, CFO, COO, and a manager, and all of that. And for a lot of businesses, it's hard because, like a barber who opens up a shop and he's there, doing hair, really is not developing the business. They're just there working for themselves. They created a lot of liability, they created a lot of expense, and they're there doing the work. And it's a lot of businesses. It's like 90% of businesses probably. They're just, I opened up my own shop, and I'm my own boss, and I'm the only one working there. And sometimes they hire somebody else just to help out, but really not really producing much income. Same thing with restaurants. A lot of cooks open up their own restaurants. A lot of business owners who know how to bake something will open up the shop, and then they will bake there. It's like it's seen hundreds and hundreds of times, and that person doesn't realize that they are just. It's probably better to work for somebody. Maybe not. Maybe it's still better to do it on your own, but you're not really doing the business. Just so you have to just realize that it's not the business. You just got yourself a job. And there's managers also that are running the business, but for managers, it's hard to come up with a business. They usually like to manage somebody else's business, or like top managers are coming in for a business that's well developed. They're coming in, they're seeing lots of departments. They know how to maneuver, they know how to control the operations. They're coming in, they're experienced, they know how, because they've grown in a company that's been growing. They've seen the trends, they know how to step in and how to optimize processes. But they're not gonna start the business. They're not gonna take the risk. Those are the people that are not going to take the risk, but they will manage the business. And there's also entrepreneurs. Those people start the business, they get it going, and then they lose focus because they don't want to manage it. And so that's three types. And you probably, if you're hearing this all the way till third minute of the video, so you probably already can come up with people that you know that are running businesses. You can probably categorize them, because really that's all that boils it down to. I believe I am an entrepreneur. I think I can start businesses. And I find myself, because I was a specialist, right? So I was a specialist. I'm a real estate agent. I was a good specialist, and I really started the brokerage because I was a great specialist. But I quickly realized that I cannot stay as a specialist and run the company. That's not possible. I'll have to give up the income of the specialist and then step into the manager role of the business. Because I started the business, entrepreneurial job is almost done there. You started the business, that's what you need to do to be an entrepreneur. Then you have to put a hat of a manager on, COO, CFO, and CEO. So now I'm the manager, and I'm learning the skills of being a manager. I'm not the best manager. I can sense that. I can tell that I'm not the best. But I actually am better than I thought. I thought that I'm going to be horrible because I really want to run, and a lot of manager skills are like mother skills. You need to nurture. You need to skin the animal that you just killed. You bring it, you skin it. That's really not too much fun. But I actually am a little bit better than I thought. But I'm far from being great. There's people probably, I haven't met somebody that I would say this is the person that I would like to hire. I haven't met somebody like that, but I think that there are people much better than me. I'm sure there are people better than me. But I know that in the beginning stages of running the business, the owner of the business runs both. There's no other way. You have to manage the business yourself and get it to a certain level where the experienced manager is interested to step in, because they're expensive and you have to have enough profits to afford them. But yeah, I started as a specialist, and I quickly Started our own brokerage, and now I'm managing the brokerage, and I'm just dealing with day to day. It's a lot of stuff, and I'm still selling real estate, not much, but like 40 houses a year roughly I'm gonna close. So for some it's like I wish I could get there, but for me I closed over 100 houses, close to 132 houses all by myself, and that was now going from that to 40 is like I'm really shrinking my business. But I'll probably keep selling for, I'll keep like 2 to 3 houses a month. I still love it. I really passionate about negotiating deals, things like that. But I have a new goal now. I want to build a company. I want to have a legit company with a lot of marketing, a lot of help, a lot of brand. It's more fun. Now it's something new. See, it's like every time I get bored, I want to something new. So it's like I don't want to just kill that and then start something different. But because I love sales, I love real estate, I love this industry, I'll move forward to the brokerage. Brokerage business is not something that is high profitable. It's great business model. If you can make it, then you're gonna make a lot of money. None of that. The margins are slim. It's a little bit better than owning the restaurant, to be honest. A restaurant is like, it's the smallest profit margins probably ever. It's the business that it's just for fun. It's people who have money open up restaurant just to be there and hang out with people and talk to them. I don't think restaurant owners open up business to make money. That's my opinion. Brokerage owners also don't open up brokerage. Really, to make money, you have to have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of agents and a well-developed sales training system. Right now we're at the 45 or 46 agents. We're still training. 50% are newer agents that are just joining the industry, which is great also, because whatever we train, that's how they're gonna do. We don't have to have them untrained. They don't have to forget what they knew. That's one of the good things. But we also need experienced people to bring in sales right away, which is they usually ask for more money, the higher splits, but it doesn't matter. As long as the contracts coming in through doors, then it makes more sense for everybody. So that's what we are doing right now. So like going back to specialists, I think that every single specialist who's maybe watching this video right now, if you're in a specialist mode, you just have to realize and understand what you're doing. If that's fine, that's fine. Nobody can control and tell you what to do. But if you want to build a business, you have to start stepping out of what you're doing. If you're a barber, you gotta hire barbers, and then just step away from doing the barber. You have to kill the hustler. You have to become a CEO. CEO doesn't hustle. CEO thinks and then orders and then tells what to do to their manager, and then manager tells to salespeople or to employees to do what they need to do. CEO doesn't hustle. So if you're like or a cook, if you're a cook and you're an owner of a restaurant, you need to hire a cook. You need to be an owner of a restaurant or whatever business you're doing. Or if you're a chiropractor and you're doing it yourself, then I guess that the high paid skilled job, it's very hard to scale that type of business, and maybe it's never scalable. But you can raise prices. That's something you can do to control your time. So you just focus on those clients that are high paying clients, so you don't waste your time or just work for lower than you want to work per hour. Develop your personal brand on the side and sell courses. That's one way to do it. I was thinking about that too. What if I just increase my sales price of homes, hire somebody who will help me drive, record my content for me, help me with contracts, and that's how I'm gonna control my business. But I didn't want to go that way. It's just I just wanted to develop the business with a lot of leverage, and that was my goal. There's a lot of risk. There's a lot of things that I didn't know it's gonna happen, but I'm all up for it. So it's interesting to me, and I enjoy that process. The problems I'm encountered with are not problems for me. I enjoy them, and some problems I don't want to have, but it's nothing too crazy. I can manage the stress. I come up with solutions, and it's fun. So I enjoy it. I probably would not enjoy being in sales and having support, but I'm still the guy that talks to clients and having like I love it, but I have to do it a lot to make a lot of money, but I don't want to do it. So, and I'm sure that there will be a point where, like, if we're like a couple hundred agents company, I won't be able to help all the agents myself. So there's gonna have to be somebody else who's gonna be doing that. So what do I do next? That's what's gonna be fun. That's gonna be, I don't know, let's see. But yeah, so hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, let me know what you think, and give me some thoughts, because I like the business content. I watch business content all the time, and I have some thoughts, and I have something that I like and I want to share. So that's why I wanted to share this video. So let me know what you think. Put some comments below, and follow for more. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon.